Hi everyone, this is Praviti here from Blissful Guidance and Healing. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, please subscribe to my channel. Today's reading is love reading once again, as this is the favorite topic that viewers love to see. And today's love reading is based on the topic is, what are the initials of your person? What do they do for a living? And what are their star signs, and also the characteristics. So I've got three piles here today. I've got the first one represented by the hashtag, the second one is the cross, and the third one is an end sign. So just take a few moments and see which pile calls out to you. So let's begin with pile number one. So those of you who chose the hashtag, let's see what are the characteristics of your person, what are the initials, what do they do for a living, and what are the characteristics. So I've got these archetype cards. Let's view of the tarot cards. And I've got life purpose cards as well. So what I see here for pile number one is that your person, the star sign that I'm getting from the tarot cards is, we've got the Queen of Wands here. So that is a fire sign. It could be a Sagittarius, it could be Leo, it could be Aries. So highly likely it could be fire sign. And the other one that I'm getting in terms of the star sign is Pentacles, which is a sign. So it could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So in terms of what characteristics you have for star signs, so I've got Leo. If it's a Leo, the Leos are generous, they're creative, they're very loving, they can be bossy or dogmatic. So these are the star sign characteristics if they happen to be a Leo. Now for Aries, I have, if it's if your person is an Aries, it could he or she could be courageous, confident, adventurous, impatient, as well as short-tempered. So these are the Aries characteristics. And the last one, if the person is a Sagittarius, he or she will have good sense of humor, loves freedom, intellectual, careless, and can be restless at times. So these are the fire sign characteristics if your person happens to be any of those fire signs. Now if your person is an earth sign, the characteristics I have for them are, if the person is Taurus, then a Taurus can be patient, they are reliable, loving, they can be jealous, as well as possessive. So those are the Taurus characteristics. Now, if they are Capricorn are very practical, ambitious, patient, pessimistic, and they can be stubborn. And if your person is a Virgo, he or she will be reliable, they're intelligent, modest. So if they're very successful, they will like it to be a low key. They will not be attention seekers. Overcritical and perfectionist. So those are the star sign characteristics if your person happens to be an earth sign. So now let's look at the rest of the cards here. So from the Archetype card, I've got Teacher, I've got Healer, I've got storyteller, I've got student, and from the tarot cards I have the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles again. And then I have the Strength card, and I have from the Life Purpose, there's Cool, there's Nutrition, there's Career Change, there's Strength card here. All right, so let's see more about your person. So what I see in terms of the more characteristics wise, so I see that there could be either, so the light attributes, what I see here is that they have the teacher qualities, which are ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So they could be a teacher in the teaching profession. Now the downside, the shadow attributes of your person is manipulating or abusive. So those are some of the shadow attributes of that particular archetype. Now your person could be a healer as well, and the light attributes are passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So these are the light attributes. Now the shadow attributes are taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. And storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So they would love having conversations and telling all sorts of stories. So they're quite great at conversing. They would have very good conversational skills, very strong storytelling skills. Now, shadow attribute I see is making up tales that harm others. So that is the shadow attribute. Your person could be a student as well. Light attributes include humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. So I think even if they're a teacher, they are continuously learning new things so that they can actually convey it to their students. Light attributes include humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Now, shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So those are the shadow attributes. Now, what I see here more in relation to your person is that, yes, in terms of the life purpose cards, you have school has shown up again. So it's highly likely that your person could be in an educational industry or somewhere where they could be teaching and also trying to learn new things. And in terms of profession, other professions that they could have, if they're not into a teaching environment, they could be, so you have nutrition card there, so they could be a dietitian or a naturopath, or they could be chef as well, where they focus on cooking healthy meals and that actually help to heal others. It says you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So they could be in that profession as well. Now, chances are there's these two cards, this another card that has showed up, career change. So it looks like when you meet this person, they may be undergoing a career change. So they would have left their current role and they're sort of transitioning or looking for a new career. And strength, so this card here is strength. So they are very strong. They're very strong individual here. A lot of courage I see. And that is, if you have a look at these two cards here, the strength and the strength card here from the tarot deck and the strength card from the life purpose. So I see that they're a very strong person. They're not afraid of any changes and they're willing to take risks. And if you have a look at this card closely, you can see that half of the person's face is that of a lion. So chances are that the person is a Leo, if you want to know what star sign that is. So they're very courageous, not afraid at all to take new challenges. So that actually is with the career change. So they're not afraid to take chances. If they're not happy with certain things, they want to, they're not actually afraid to venture out and try something new. So chances are that you might be meeting them during a career change. The Tower card as well. So here I see few representations here that the person, again, whatever upheaval happens into the person's life, he or she is not afraid to actually get up and keep moving. So they're not afraid of any kind of obstacles, any kind of upheaval that happens. They have the courage to keep moving, to keep going ahead. Queen of Wands. Now, what I see that they're very passionate, they're very driven, goal-oriented, and they're not afraid, again, to try the ideas that come into their mind. They're very passionate and very goal-oriented. With the Ten of Pentacles, they do like stability, so they're actually striving forward. If they're undergoing career changes, they would eventually want to be where they'll be very financially stable. And so that is what the Ten of Pentacles indicates here. And I've got now for the initials. Let's see, what are the initials of your person? So I've got a few initials here. I've got a D. I've got a B here. So D, B, K, J, that's a Z there, X, V, and there's a C here, and there is a T. So these are your initials, pile number one. So what I see here in summary is that your person could be a fire sign or an earth sign with the pentacles and the wands there. And it's highly likely that with the strength card here, it could be a Leo. So, but the chances are that it could be either of those signs, pentacles, earth or fire signs. Now, in terms of their career, they could be a teacher in the education field, or they are currently studying. They would be leaving their career behind and trying to sort of gain more knowledge, more skills. So they'll be it could be that they're a student, and they could either be a naturopath or a chef or a dietitian, because you've got the nutrition card here. And they are fairly very strong. They're not afraid to take risk. They're not afraid to make career change. I mean, that's what the career. We've got two strength cards there in this particular pile, and you've got all the initials there. So I'll take a picture, and then you can see all your cards. What are the cards and what are the characteristics you have of your person. So hopefully you've enjoyed your reading pile number one. Please like, comment, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back, pile number two. So those of you who chose X, let's see what the reading is for you and who are Who is your person, like in terms of your initials, the initials of your person, what he or she does for a living, and the characteristics of the person and the star sign. All right, so from the archetype cards, I've got the Seeker, hopefully you can see that. I've got Scribe, I've got Detective, Destroyer. From the tarot cards, I've got Queen of Swords, I've got Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Star, and from the life purpose I have counseling, writing, I've got teaching, and the last one I have creative expression. All right, so let's see what the star signs are of your person. So what I see here with the Queen of Swords, you've got the Six of Wands, and you've got the Seven of Swords and the Star. So could be an air sign or a fire sign with the Six of Wands, and the Star is actually Aquarius. That represents the Aquarius. Now with the Queen of Swords, now the air signs, if the person is not an Aquarius, could be a Gemini or Libra. Now I've got some characteristics here for Gemini. If the person is a Gemini, the Gemini people, they're adaptable, they're intellectual, they're lively, so you will not get bored, and they are, however, superficial, and they can be cunning. So I have listed both the positive and the negative attributes of a person. And if the person is Libra, they are romantic, they're diplomatic, so if they do not like anything, they will not try to, they will say it in a way so that you're not offended. Sociable, they're highly sociable individuals, and indecisive, so they actually have difficulties making up decisions, and they're easily influenced. So those are if the person happens to be a Libra. And Aquarius, they're friendly, they're honest and independent. Now for the negative attributes, they can be unpredictable and detached. So if you're looking for an emotional partner, you'll sort of struggle a couple of, some or most of the time, where you'll find your partner being detached. And so those, if the person happens to be an air sign. Now with the Wands, it can be a fire sign, and fire signs can be Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. And characteristics of the fire signs, now I've got Sagittarius here. They've got good sense of humor, they love their freedom, and they're intellectual, and the negative attributes are careless and restless. Now for Aries, they're courageous, confident, adventurous, impatient, and short-tempered. Leo, they're generous, they're creative. So if you're a creative person, I think you could work together. Both of you could work on creative projects together. They're loving, they can be bossy and dogmatic. So those are the qualities of Leo. And now what I see here with your person is that, so they are with if they're an air sign, obviously it rules the mind, so they actually will be in deep thoughts. They actually like to think about the future, where they're going, like, how things are going to unfold, what they need to do to secure their future. So they are deep thinkers there, logical people. And with the 6 of Wands here, they're quite successful there. They've attained, I think when you meet the person, they would have already achieved a lot of success in their life with the 6 of Wands. But with the 7 of Swords, it could indicate that the person can be sneaky at times. If they're not happy with a particular situation, they will not be afraid to just walk away. So they will just sneak away from it rather than confront the situation. So if they're not happy about a certain thing, they may just walk away. So you can see that in this card here, they're sneaking away. So they might have that particular characteristic. With the Star here, again, they may be very successful, and they might be in the limelight. So with the Star, they may be very highly successful, well-recognized individual in the society. Now, in terms of whether they're happy or not, so maybe they have achieved a lot, but there is this kind of emptiness that what else can I achieve? That will really give me a sense of inner happiness. So I feel that they are a bit of soul searchers there. Now with the Seeker, so with the Archetype cards, so the Seeker it says light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So they're always seeking. They have this thirst for wisdom and knowledge. They're always on. That is represented by this one here, that they actually are continuously striving to grow as a person, grow as a soul. And the shadow attribute of a seeker is that inability to commit to a path once found. So they might get bored once they have achieved success. They might like to abandon it, and that is shown with this 7 of Swords. They might just want to abandon it and move on to something else with the thirst for wisdom and thirst for knowledge. Now, Scribe is the next archetype, and it says light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. So again, this ties in with the air quality, that it's striving to get as much knowledge as possible while they're here on Earth. And the shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So that's the light attribute. Now the other archetype card I have is Detective. So this one, light attribute, says they have great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. And the shadow attributes are voyeurism, falsifying information. So what I see amongst these 3 cards, it's basically thirst for knowledge. It's trying to dig deeper and get to the truth. So it's continuously to do with information, finding wisdom and knowledge and any kinds of information, which ties into the air quality, if you're an air sign. And Destroyer, light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. So that one actually ties into this. So once they're bored, they want more knowledge, or they want to do a career that is more sort of satisfying to them, which gives them more wisdom, more knowledge, more experiences. So the Destroyer, they're not afraid to just move away in a sneaky way. So light attributes are releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. So they might have changed a lot of career throughout their life in search of all this information, of all this wisdom. And shadow attributes are intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. So that is the shadow attribute of the destroyer. Now, in terms of what the profession is, so what I feel is that your person may have undergone a lot of career changes, and counseling could be one. If they haven't gone into counseling, the counseling card here, so they could be actually a counselor. That it says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So they could be a counselor, either in an education industry, or it could just be in a career industry, guiding people to make the right choices. So they could be a counselor. Now the other thing is writing. It says you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So they could be an author. So they could be an author, they could be a journalist, where they actually, whatever they write, or they could be just posting, they would have a platform where they're doing even travel, some kind of blog, where there's writing involved, and they would have gained a lot of popularity, because if they're a star, chances are that they could be on social media. So if they're stars, so they would have been successful in their writing career. And if that, so with these, because they are not afraid to change from one to the other, one career to the other, so they may have been they would have been a writer. If not, then that could be one of their hobbies, the writing. And there could be a teacher as well. In the teaching field, you inspire young people to learn. So a teacher for a younger group, to helping to give them information, to learn, to get the information first and then share it with them. And then that could also have a creative creative talent, so creative expression. So artists, it could be a painter or drawer. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So they may have a lot of things. If they could be having a full-time job, and they would be having a few hobbies on the side that actually really completes them. And if something is not quite actually giving them satisfaction, then they're not afraid to sneak out or just move away to the whatever next adventure they can get. So that is what I see here for pile number 2. Your person could either be then have lots of credit. It could be basically, in terms of star sign, they can be a fire sign or air sign. And with the star here, if it's an air sign, highly likely it could be an Aquarius. And let's see what initials you have for your person. Got some letters here. I've got 3 N's. I've got W here, K. I've got 3 N's actually. That's the 3rd N. I've got S and A. I've got another S, a C. I've got a U and a H. So those are the letters I have for your person. Those could be the initials, or you could see if you can get a name out of that. And hopefully you've enjoyed your reading pile number 2. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back, pile number 3, for those of you who chose the N sign. So let's see what are your person's initials, their star sign, their characteristics, and the career or the profession they have or they might have. The first card here from the Archetype deck is the Rescuer. Then we have the Samaritan. Then we have the Slave. Then we have the Saboteur. From the Tarot deck, we have the Chariot. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Travel card from the Life Purpose deck. Let Go. Then we have Sensitivity. Animals. So let's see what star signs your person could have. So with the Chariot card, the person could be a water sign and a Cancer. Page of Wands, that is fire sign, so it could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And so with the Ace of Swords, your person could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. With Seven of Cups, cups represent water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So they could be basically any of the 4 signs. Now, if the person is a water sign, so we have got, begin with Cancer here, because with the Chariot, it's highly likely the person could be a Cancer. So Cancer, they are emotional, they're very protective of their partners or their loved ones. They're highly intuitive, they can be moody and clingy. So those are the characteristics of Cancer. Now for Pisces, if they're Pisces, they're imaginative, intuitive, compassionate. They can be an escapist. They do not like confrontations or situations where there's a lot of tension or something that sort of disturbs their peace, and they can be vague. If they're Scorpio, they can be determined, so Scorpios are determined, intuitive, passionate, they can be jealous and secretive. Now, if they are a fire sign, they can be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So if they're a Leo, Leos, they're generous, they're creative, loving, however they can be bossy and dogmatic. If your person is an Aries, your person will be courageous, confident, adventurous, impatient, short-tempered as well. If they're Sagittarius, they have good sense of humor, they love their freedom, they're highly intellectual, they can be careless and restless. Now, if they belong to an air sign, they can be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So if they're Aquarius, Aquarians, they are friendly, honest, independent. They love their independence. They can be unpredictable and detached. If they are Libra, they're romantic, diplomatic, sociable. So they do like attending functions, a lot of parties, and making friends. They can be indecisive, have trouble making decisions, and they are easily influenced. If they're Gemini, they're adaptable, intellectual, lively, superficial, and can be cunning. And if they belong to, I think there are the three signs I can see here. There is no earth sign showing up here. So those are the possible star signs of your person. Now so what I see for your person is that they actually love helping others, because we have got this rescuer, and then we have the Samaritan as well. And they actually love helping people. With the rescuer, I see light attributes, as it says, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And the shadow attributes of a rescuer is assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So yeah, so generally I see that your person is likes helping others, but it can be that they expect something in return. That is the downside. Now, Samaritan, again, it says light attribute. It refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Now, the shadow attribute is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So that's Samaritan one. And slave, what this is saying is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So they may have that characteristic as well, where they actually leave things to God or to the universe, whatever they believe in, and may not try to control situations. So they have faith in the universe that things will work out eventually without trying to control things and take matters into their own hands. Shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Now for the saboteur, the light attribute is highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. And shadow attribute is introduces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Now, so what I see here in terms of the tarot cards is that the person is not afraid to overcome obstacles. You can see that the Chariot means that the person has got faith in the divine, that he or she has the ability to overcome any obstacles coming their way. So they're not afraid to overcome the hardships in their life. So that is a good attribute of your person. And they are very now with the Page of Wands, I see that your person is a free spirit and likes adventure and could be childlike as well. So if you're looking at that, the person is throwing something in the air and just sort of thinking, oh, let's see what kind of magic, let's see, and has sort of thinking that I'm leaving it to the universe, let the magic happen. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this particular card, Page of Wands. Now with the Ace of Swords, with the Ace of Swords, what I see is that your person is highly spiritual, because if you have a look at this rays here, that is connecting to your crown chakra there. So the person could be highly spiritual, very intuitive as well, and very much in alignment with who they are and with the universe, have a good understanding of how the universe works. And with the Seven of Cups, I see that your person has lots of choices, wants to do a lot of things, and is a bit indecisive about it, doesn't know which particular path to take. Now in terms of profession, I see that your person could be in a travel industry, in terms of like could be a blogger in like writing about travels, or even be a travel consultant. And animals, he or she may be a vet, or even work in a places where the animals are rescued and kept in a shelter, even in a pet shop. Could be a vet as well. So there are a lot of possibilities there. Anything to do with helping animals, that kind of profession I see your person in. Now the person could also, I see that your person is highly sensitive, and that is a good thing. And if you have a look here, I think your person could also be involved in energy healing, could be crystal healing, and highly intuitive, psychic as well. And now with the sensitive nature, that's quite good because he or she can relate to others' needs, and be more compassionate, can feel their emotions quite well. And with the let go card here, I see that your person could be in an industry that actually helps people get rid of addictions or past hurt or trauma. So could be in the medical industry. Could also be, again, you have an animal there. So another confirmation could be in a vet, could be a vet, and helping others let go of their past trauma, past resentments. So a person could be a hypnotherapist, a psychologist. So there are lots of possibilities I see here for pile number 3. Could be in travel, could be into medical industry, could be a healer. And in terms of the star signs, I see a cancer sign with this chariot coming in, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. And in general, they love helping people. So that's what I get for pile number 3. Now let's see what initials we have for pile number 3. So there are lots of letters here. I've got X, I've got a P here, I've got 2H, S and an I, F and a Y, K and A, there's F and Q there, C and a V, and Q and a V. So those are the letters I have for you, pile number 3. Hopefully you've enjoyed your reading. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much for watching.